In a peaceful meadow bathed in the golden hues of summer, a community of ants toiled tirelessly, preparing for the harsh winter ahead. Among them was a diligent ant named Amelia, known for her unwavering work ethic and wisdom. But not far from the meadow, a carefree grasshopper named Gus spent his days singing and dancing, oblivious to the changing seasons. As the warm days of summer waned and the first crisp breezes of autumn arrived, the ants continued their laborious task of collecting food and building their underground storehouses. They knew that winter would soon bring cold and scarcity, and they needed to be prepared. Amelia was the ant in charge of organizing the efforts. She tirelessly led her fellow ants, always ensuring that everyone was doing their part and that they had enough provisions to last through the winter. Meanwhile, Gus continued to enjoy the last days of summer, hopping from one song to another and basking in the warm sunlight. He scoffed at the ants' ceaseless labor, believing that there was plenty of time to prepare for winter when it finally arrived. As autumn leaves turned to shades of orange and red, the meadow's greenery began to wither, and the temperature dropped. The ants had amassed a vast stockpile of food, ensuring they would have enough to survive the cold months ahead. They worked tirelessly, side by side, driven by the knowledge that their preparations would keep them safe and well-fed. One chilly evening, as the first snowflakes began to fall, Gus, the grasshopper, finally realized the gravity of the situation. He found himself shivering and hungry, unable to find any food in the frozen meadow. Desperate and regretful, Gus decided to visit the ants' underground home. With a humbled heart, he knocked on the entrance. Amelia, with her kind and wise eyes, greeted him. "How can we help you, Gus?" she asked. The grasshopper shivered and replied, "I've been foolish, Amelia. I didn't prepare for winter, and now I'm cold and starving. Can you spare some food and shelter?" Amelia, with her compassionate nature, didn't hesitate. She welcomed Gus into their underground refuge and offered him some of their provisions. The other ants, though initially skeptical, soon saw the sincerity in Gus's eyes and agreed to share their resources. As the winter days turned into weeks, Gus learned valuable lessons from the ants. He realized the importance of diligence, responsibility, and foresight. He helped them with various tasks and vowed to never again take their hard work for granted. When spring finally arrived, and the meadow thawed, Gus bid farewell to his newfound friends. He was a changed grasshopper, no longer carefree but responsible and considerate. He knew that preparation and hard work were essential for survival, and he carried those lessons with him throughout his days. Back in the meadow, the ants continued their diligent work, knowing that their preparations had not only sustained them through the winter. Subscribe.